Taking control of your life isn't just a motivational line thrown around for an effect. It's a turning point. It's the moment you realize that no one is coming to save you, that no perfect opportunity is going to fall into your lap, and no amount of waiting will magically change things around. And while that realization can feel heavy at first, it can also be liberating. Because once you realize that you are in the driver's seat, you understand the power you hold. Life has a way of pulling us in all directions: responsibilities, expectations, the pressure to be everything to everyone. It's easy to lose ourselves in the noise. You wake up one day and realize you have been living on autopilot, reacting to life instead of creating it. And that's what control is: moving from a place of reaction to a place of intention. Taking control doesn't mean that you'll always get it right. No, you won't. You will stumble, you will second guess yourself, and you will feel overwhelmed. When you take control, you are giving yourself permission to try, to fail, to learn, and to grow. You're taking the ownership of your story instead of letting someone else write it for you. Think about the times in life you felt the most alive. Maybe it was a big decision you made that scared the hell out of you, but you did it anyway. Maybe it was a moment when you stood up for yourself, took a risk, and said no to something that didn't align with who you are. Those moments weren't easy, were they? But they were yours. And that's what it means to take control. It's stepping into discomfort, choosing what aligns with your values, and owning the consequences of your choices. The hardest part is starting. It always is. The truth is, taking control of your life begins with brutal honesty. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Where am I settling? Or who or what am I blaming for where I am right now? These questions aren't comfortable, but they're necessary, because if you don't confront the truth, you will keep running in circles. You'll keep blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck, and nothing will change. Control is a practice. It's not a one-time decision. It's a commitment that you make every single day. It's saying, I don't know how this will turn out, but I'm choosing to act anyway. It's taking small steps even when it feels insignificant. Maybe it's setting a boundary you've been too scared to enforce. Maybe it's finally starting that project you've been putting off because you are afraid it won't be perfect. Or maybe it's as simple as saying no to distractions and yes to what matters. One of the biggest obstacles to taking control is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of uncertainty. But the truth about fear is it really never goes away. The trick isn't to eliminate fear, it's to learn to live with it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the action in spite of it. And every time you face your fears, they lose a little bit of their power over you. It's also about accountability. If you want to take control of your life, you have to stop playing the victim. Yes, bad things happen. Life will be unfair, people will hurt you, and opportunities will slip through your fingers. But holding on to resentment or waiting for someone to fix things won't help you move forward. Accountability doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means recognizing what's within your power to change and focusing your energy there. Taking control of your life also means knowing what truly matters to you. It's easy to get caught up in what society tells us we should want: more money, bigger house, a perfect Instagram-worthy life. But if you don't stop and ask yourself what brings you fulfillment, you'll end up chasing things that leave you empty. Taking control means defining success yourself on your terms, not anyone else's. There's also a part of taking control that requires patience. We live in a world that glorifies quick results, instant gratification, overnight success, and a shortcut for everything. But real change takes time. Taking control of your life is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the willingness to keep going even when progress feels painfully slow. The beauty of taking control is that it empowers you to stop waiting for the right time, waiting for someone to give you permission, waiting for all the pieces to fall into place. You don't have to have it all figured out to start. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to take the first step and then the one after that. And yes, you'll make mistakes, you'll mess up, and you will choose wrong. But those mistakes are the part of the progress. They teach you, they shape you, and they help you grow. Every failure, every setback, every detour is a step forward if you're willing to learn from it. Taking control of your life also means surrounding yourself with the right people. People who challenge you, support you, and push you to do better. It means letting go of toxic relationships, cutting ties with negativity, and refusing to let anyone diminish your worth. The people in your life should inspire you to grow, not hold you back. Taking control of your life is about realizing that you are enough. You don't need anyone's approval to live the life you want. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to trust yourself. Trust that you're capable, that you're strong enough to handle challenges, and you're worthy of living a life that feels true to yourself. This isn't about achieving the perfect version of you. It's about becoming more of who you already are. It's about embracing your flaws, your fears, your failures, and using them as fuel to move forward. It's about taking responsibility of your happiness, your success, and your future. Taking control of your life is a rebellion against mediocrity. It's waking up to the fact that you are the architect of your existence. No one else can build the life you want for you. It's about breaking free from the stories you've been told, the ones that says that you're not good enough, not capable enough, or not deserving of something better. And while the process is messy, uncomfortable, and sometimes downright painful, it's also exhilarating. It's stepping into the raw, unfiltered truth of who you are and what you are capable of becoming. What holds most people back isn't their lack of resources, intelligence, or opportunities. It's their mindset. We are wired to seek comfort, to cling to the familiar, even when it doesn't serve us. Taking control means challenging that wiring. It means stepping out the small, safe circle you have built for yourself and daring to dream bigger. Comfort zones are prisons disguised as sanctuaries. They keep you stuck in routines, habits, and thought patterns that limit your potential. To take control, you must have the courage to shatter those walls, and even if your hands tremble as you do it. There's a certain power in taking control of your life. It's not about blame or guilt, it's about ownership. When you stop pointing fingers at your circumstances, your upbringing, or other people, you reclaim the power to change your story. Your life throws curveballs. Yes, some things are out of control, but how you respond is entirely up to you. The moment you take ownership, you realize that even when things go wrong, you're not powerless. You can adjust, adapt, and choose a different path. Taking control also means letting go of the things that weigh you down. And this isn't just about physical clutter or bad habits. It's about emotional baggage. The grudges you hold, the regrets you nurse, the mistakes you replay in your mind. They keep you tied to a past that no longer serves you. Forgiveness, both for others and for yourself, is an act of liberation. It's not about condoning what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the grip it has on you. Letting go isn't easy, but it is essential if you want to move forward. We grow up with an idea that someday someone or something will swoop in and make everything better. A partner, a job, a windfall, a stroke of luck. But waiting is a trap. The longer you wait, more life passes you by. Taking control means stepping up and being that hero for yourself. It's not glamorous, it's not always fun, but it's empowering beyond words. To take control, you must embrace discipline not as a punishment, but as a form of self-respect. Discipline is a bridge between what you want and what you achieve. It's saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses. It's showing up for yourself every single day, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient. Discipline isn't about being rigid. It's about being committed. It's about prioritizing what truly matters to you over what's easy or comfortable in the moment. The journey of taking control is deeply personal, but it's also universal. Everyone faces doubts, fears, and setbacks. But the people who take control aren't the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They fall, they fail, they make mistakes, but they keep going. Resilience isn't something that you're born with. It's something you build. And every time you choose to get back, you're strengthening that muscle. One of the most overlooked aspects of taking control is self-awareness. You cannot take control of something you don't understand. That means taking the time to really get to know yourself, your values, your strength, your weakness, your triggers, and your dreams. It means being honest about what's working in your life and what isn't. Self-awareness is a foundation of every meaningful change. Without it, you're just guessing, reacting, and hoping for the best. And while taking control requires action, it also requires stillness. In a world that's constantly demanding your attention, it's easy to lose sight of yourself. Taking control means carving out time to pause, reflect, and reconnect with your inner voice. It's about shutting out the noise long enough to hear what your heart is telling you. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing, just sit with yourself and listen. Control isn't just about doing more, it's about doing less. It's about simplifying your life, cutting out what is unnecessary, and focusing on only what truly matters. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness, but busyness isn't the same as progress. Taking control means learning to say no, no to things that drain your energy, no to the obligations that you don't align with your goals, and no to the pressures that push you away from your authentic self. Every no you say is a yes to something meaningful. And let's not forget the importance of gratitude. It might seem counterintuitive, but taking control starts with appreciating where you are right now, even if it's not where you want to be. Gratitude shifts perspectives. When you focus solely on what is missing, you operate from a place of lack. But when you're grateful, you approach life from a place of abundance. And that mindset changes everything. At its core, taking control is about believing in yourself, not in some superficial feel-good way, but in a deep, unshakable way. It's about trusting that you have what it takes to create a life you love. It's about quitting the voice that says, "Who do you think you are?" and replacing it with, "I am enough," because you are, and you always have been. The only thing left to do is to act like you're already in control. So take a deep breath and start, because every journey, no matter how daunting, begins with a single step. And the sooner you start, the sooner you will realize the incredible power that you hold. This is your life. Take control of it. And stay subscribed to the channel. See you next time.